Only Cesar Azpilicueta and Eden Hazard survived from that victory over the Baggies last time out. As for Watford, it's 3 changes from Saturday. Nordin Amrabat, Tom Cleverley and Mbaye Niang. They come in and they replace Christian Kabasele, Stefano Akaka and Troy Deeney. So the 2 lineups in full for you. Chelsea have Asmir Begovic in goal. It's a back 3 of Nathan Aki, John Terry and Kurt Zuma. Kennedy, Nathaniel Chalobah, N'Golo Kante and Cesar Azpilicueta are in a midfield 4 with Eden Hazard, Michy Batshuayi and Willian an attacking trio. As for Watford, it's Gomez in goal, and it's Jose Holibas, Sebastian Brodel and Adrian Mariappa at the back. Daryl Yamat, Abdoulaye Doucouré, Valon Behrami, Tom Cleverley and Nordin Amrabat are in a midfield 5 with Etienne Capoue playing behind the lone striker and Mbaye Niang. Well, it's a very warm welcome along to our off-tube independent studio coverage of this Premier League clash between Chelsea and Watford. Action has just got underway at Stamford Bridge. It is Watford in their all-white kit, or their white shirt, white shorts and black socks. They're kicking from left to right in this first half. Chelsea in their home kit of all blue and their white socks kicking from right to left. There's been several changes made by the Blues manager Antonio Conte as well, maybe expected, having already clinched the Premier League title, but 9 changes from that 1-0 victory over West Brom last time out. Eden Hazard and Cesar Azpilicueta are the only 2 survivors. It is in fact the first time Chelsea have ever made 9 changes to a Premier League side before. As for Watford, just 3 changes made by their manager Walter Mazzarri, who is under a little bit of pressure coming into this game. To see if they can maybe pick up a positive result, as the ball is just pinging around the halfway line at the moment. Chelsea in possession now as they work the ball forward with Willian over to the left side for Hazard. So I could just run you through the 2 lineups at the moment, as Chelsea have Begovic in goal, and it's Aki, Terry and Zuma at the back. It's Kennedy, Chalobah, Kante and Azpilicueta in midfield with Hazard, Batshuayi and Willian up front. As for the away side, it's Gomez in goal, it's Holibas, Brodel and Mariappa at the back. Yanmat, Doucouré, Behrami, Cleverley and Amrabat in a midfield 5 with Capoue playing behind the lone striker Niang. My name is James Mason with Alex Jack for this game. Judging on form and judging on sort of the atmosphere you'd expect there to be at Stamford Bridge, you've probably got to go for a Chelsea win.
I think you do. I mean, they have made the 9 changes, but I just think the span of the team's still strong and plenty of experience. You know, Begovic through to Terry, Kante. Then you've got Hazard and Willian. So I think there's still enough on paper. It's just a bit of pressure put on Gomez there by Hazard, but he launches that ball upfield. I don't know what the mood will be in the Watford camp. Probably not great going into this game. You know, the beach quotes have been rocking about for the last few weeks at Vicarage Road. They've done enough to maintain their top flight status, which I think for Watford really is job done when you consider the clubs that have gone down. So I think they're relatively pleased with how the campaign's gone. But yeah, I think Chelsea should win this and probably win it comfortably. And already we've seen a round of applause for Antonio Conte. It must be a bit of a party atmosphere at Stamford Bridge today.
Yes, Chelsea break down the right-hand side. Willian into the penalty area, tries to cut it back for Batshuayi there. Takes a big deflection, falls towards Hazard with a volley in the box. That's deflected away also there. The header back into the area by Chalobah. It's missed by Hazard. It's picked up by the Watford defender now, and Amrabat lays it towards Gomez, who'll just play a long clearance upfield there, and Niang tries to control it, but it goes out of play there. But a little bit of pressure there from Chelsea, and Willian, who hasn't really started many games for the Blues this season, down to really the good form of Pedro, Hazard and Costa. They're almost in.
Yeah, I mean, motivation is a massive thing in sports, and I think the motivation of these players to try and secure a spot in the matchday squad. So we see Tom Cleverley's been shown a yellow card. I'm not quite sure what that was for. Behrami's down on the ground. He's not nutted Behrami, has he? I don't think.
Absolutely no idea. Or is Behrami getting booked? I'm not sure. We'll see again. We'll see replays again, because maybe it might have been for the attempt to pull back on Willian, possibly. We're looking at it now. Ball into the box, and I think Behrami's actually got kicked in the face by his own player when he blocks that attempt to cut back for Batshuayi. We'll see replays now. I think it's Holibas that could be going in the book, because he's tried to completely rugby tackle Willian down there, and then when the ball gets cut back for Batshuayi, which we're seeing on our screens now, I think Behrami gets kicked. Oh, actually, no, he gets a straight arm in the face there from Batshuayi. Yeah,
Batshuayi just with a bit of contact on Behrami, and it is Holibas who has gone into the book, so that's the first yellow card of the game. But I didn't think there was too much in it from Batshuayi, but it clearly was a stinger on the nose of Behrami, because he felt it and then kept going, stopping and touching his face and clearly in a bit of discomfort there. Should be fine to continue, but I don't think there was too much in it from Batshuayi, do you?
No, there was no malice really. Batshuayi's just trying to get on the end of the crossing. Just sort of stray arms there can always catch an opponent, but I think it's right there just to see to Bayrami as Chelsea try and come down the right hand side again, and Willian comes and nips the ball, and he actually loses possession. That's going to be a throw-in to Watford, but Hollybass has got a long way to go in this game now, having been booked inside the first 5 minutes, and I'm sure you'll be seeing the ball put down that right-hand flank a few times as Yanmat will take this throw for Watford. He looks to relieve the pressure a little bit there. He goes up towards the halfway line and barely through that there, but he gets a good distance on it. It's going to go out for another throw for Watford right on the halfway line as it was just poked out of play there by Kurt Zuma. Yanmat again will take this, and he's looking for a few options around him. Chelsea 4 straight wins going into this game, where Watford complete difference, 4 straight defeats going into the clash there. So certainly stark contrast in forms as Chelsea have the ball back though, as Hazard just over the halfway line, very central, drives forward now, still coming forward Hazard. Now he lays it to the right for Azpilicueta, puts a low cross into the box there, and it's saved at the near post by Gomez very, very easily.
It was, and that's poor from Azpilicueta. I mean, he's got a fair few assists this season, and he's much better than that. There's 3 players marching into the box, one at near post, one pretty central, and one at the back post. He's got a lot of players to aim at, and in the end piles it into Gomez. So disappointing cross from Azpilicueta. Yeah,
it was a good opportunity, but all of the attacks are coming down the right for Chelsea at the moment there. Kante loses possession though, a bit of a rare misplaced pass by him. Now Watford trying to work the ball forward there, right on the halfway line. Amrabat there gets dispossessed of possession. Now Chelsea have it back there. Good play as they work it across the back with Aki. Now towards Terry, who has the skipper's armband back. Hasn't played much this season. Gary Cahill been in ahead of him there. Cahill's skipper the side very, very well, but Terry has said he will lift the trophy with Cahill at the end of the match.
Nice of him.
Yeah, that's very nice of him to do that. Say the end of the match, it'll be. It won't be this match, will it? Because they've got another home game to come. Have Chelsea? I think they play. They have Sunderland on the last day of the season, which they do. So trophy party will be on the 21st of May, this coming Sunday. As a little bit scrappy at the moment as Watford trying to come forward. Chelsea clear their lines, but there'll be a throw into the Hornets on the far left side, about 10 or so yards over the halfway line. Haven't really got going yet, have Watford, not seeing Capoue or Niang really involved, and the midfield 5, but if you look at the central midfielders in Decore, Bayrami and Cleverley, they've not done a lot either there, as Yanmat will take this throw once more down the left. Again, he's looking for options, still hasn't thrown it, eventually he does there, finds Niang, who tries to chest that one down there. Chelsea half scramble it away, but it's only as far as Cleverley now as he breaks forward there. Towards the left-hand side, he finds Yanmat, can't get past his opponent. It'll be another throw-in for Watford. It's all a little bit tight, a little bit squeezed down that left flank at the moment. Watford will take this throw-in again, though, with Yanmat once more. They've got Decore just to his side, but he goes to Niang now, who comes short. Now it is with Decore there. Lays it towards Bayrami, actually misses Bayrami, but it is picked up by Mariappa, who squeezes it out to this near right side for Amrabat. Up against Hazard, but he just cuts and fields slightly, not really going anywhere with it, and goes back towards the halfway line to Prodel. Now over towards Hollybass, the man who was booked inside the first 5 minutes, and that's a poor pass by him. And now Chelsea try to work it forward there. They almost lose it, and they do lose it now, actually. Watford coming forward, but then a misplaced pass, and Chelsea can easily clear this one away. Aki, who did actually spend a bit of a loan spell at Watford back in the day, clears this one up to halfway. Now Batshuayi has possession there. Good work by him. Finds Kennedy, who joins the attack. Then Hazard is taken a little bit late there, and it's going to be a free kick, and it's a nasty one. Falling to the floor there, and it's Bayrami. Just looked like he was fractionally late.
Yeah, he's just come right in the back of Hazard. It looks like it's just a contact blow. It doesn't look like I thought at first he's done something to his calf knee or his ankle, something on the back of the leg, but it looks like it's just Bayrami's got him with the clip. But I mean, you see Eden Hazard's socks after most games, and they're normally cut to shreds. He must be one of the most foul players in the league, just because he runs at so many players and causes defenders so many problems.
Early stages then at Stamford Bridge, still Chelsea 0, Watford 0, and not a lot of happening really in terms of goalmouth action there. It is the Blues that look the better of these two sides, rather unsurprisingly 4 straight wins for Chelsea coming into this, where Watford have had 4 straight defeats there. A couple of half openings though, where Chelsea coming down the right hand side, it's where all the attacks have really come from, and Willian, as he broke past Hollybass though, tried to haul him down, but he shrugs him off there, gets to the byline in the box, tries to cut it back for Michy Batshuayi, but Watford just managed to scramble their lines. Hollybass was incidentally booked from that little foul he attempted as well, so a long way to go on a yellow card. And a few moments after that as well, once more work down the right hand side for Chelsea. Eventually Hazard plays it to Azpilicueta, whose first time cross is low, it's with power, but it's straight at the goalkeeper at the near post, who can pluck it out of the air. Apart from that, not a lot happening really. Watford haven't got going either, haven't seen enough of Niang or Capoue in those advancing roles, and it's Chelsea 0, Watford 0.
Chance for Watford on the counter-attack. It's been all Chelsea the last 5 minutes or so, but just a loose pass from John Terry there means that Watford can go up the other end of the field. Good scrambling defence, and that ball is taken off the toes of Tom Cleverley. He knows that that's a chance that's gone begging. Played 15 of 16 Premier League games this season. He's a player whose stock was so high at Manchester United and had that spell with the England set-up, but all seems to have gone downhill since then, as there's a foul from Amrabat on Kennedy. There's been a free kick in a dangerous area, and the second yellow card of the game, and more troubles for Watford.
It's a crazy challenge. It's really poor. Kennedy's just thinking, if I get there first, get a foot on the ball, and Amrabat just body checks him down to the floor there. And yeah, I think it's got to be a booking as well, because Kennedy would have had a chance there to maybe run through towards into the box, and Chelsea have themselves a free kick. But that's 2 early yellow cards for Watford, who are going to need to watch themselves, the right wing back and the left of the 3 centre halves, as Willian standing over this one. Terry's at the back post, as is Zuma. All of the Watford players are on the edge of their own box at the moment there. As Gomez has a 2-man wall ahead of him, but Willian steps up to this one. Right-footed, goes towards the far post there, and it's into the arms of Gomez. Nathan Aki wasn't far away there.
Yeah, Aki was there lurking. He looks like David Luiz with that haircut at times, but yeah, just storming in at the back post there and almost getting a touch on it, but well collected by Gomez.
Yeah, it was Watford come forward, but again it's just broken down in that final third as Chelsea do well to win it. Then Batshuayi slides in. He can't win the ball though. Now Watford coming forward cleverly, finds it to Bayrami, now towards Niang as he tries to work his way forward there. Just overruns it though, and Chelsea can clear this one up to halfway. Hazard battling for an aerial battle there, and does he get the throw? He does get the throw, and I thought that was a Watford throw, but Hazard takes it, just throws it back into his own half, and Chelsea will look to work the ball across the back. It's with Chalobah across the field of play to Zuma now. On the far right side, Azpilicueta picks up possession. Now ball in field is poor though. Batshuayi pushed out the way, and now Watford try and come forward themselves. It's with Capoue now towards Amrabat on this near right side. Finds Capoue again, who has come very, very deep. He's meant to be playing just behind the striker really, but I think his frustration levels are showing already in these early stages. They can't see enough of the ball as it's out towards the left, and Watford will look to work it again, but they're just getting a bit of a foothold in this one now, a feel of the ball, because they hadn't done much really in this opening 12 minutes. Long ball forward though, easily dealt with as it's nodded back to Begovic. You can probably see why Watford haven't been playing that cracking of lately.
No, it seems a bit disjointed. As you said, Capoue and Niang haven't really been involved. There's been some battling in midfield, but they're getting undone here.
Yeah, chance now as Hazard goes into penalty area, and a little bit of indecision from Hazard there, and the ball is cleared away, and Amrabat actually keeps it in, but he's facing his own corner flag. Eventually puts it in field, and it's just cleared up there by Mariappa. Ball bouncing around on halfway line there, and it is eventually won by Chelsea man and Aki. Now down the line to Kennedy as he tries to nip away from a challenge from Bayrami. Does cut in field there, but his pass is poor. It's easily picked off, and now Watford can try and come forward. That's a really poor pass, though. Kennedy nips in and wins possession back for Chelsea. It's up towards Batshuayi. Good challenge, though, from Prodel, and the Hornets have possession back, but they'll try and come forward now with Decore, bursting over the halfway line. Now he finds Niang, who's hugging this right touch line, but they'll just slow it down, and it's back towards the halfway line again. Yeah,
there's a lack of energy at the moment in Watford's attack. I said there was battling in midfield. We've seen some tackles come in, but you can see the motivation's not there. We just saw a little shot of the away fans. There's only about 50 of them who've bothered to turn up. Relative to other teams in the country, it's not the longest trip to make, yet not many of them could be bothered. And almost seems like a lot of the players this evening can't be bothered.
Yeah, I think it'd be very surprising, I think, if Mazzari is in his job next season at Watford. It's just get that feeling where he's just lost the players really towards the back end of the season. Very similar situation, you feel, maybe to Claude Puel at Southampton. He's under pressure as well, and with Marco Silva, his contract running out at Hull at the end of the season, and he's likely to be picked up by a Premier League side with Hull being relegated, then you'd feel that Watford or Southampton could be a good fit for him. As this ball is played forward, Hazard does some good defensive work though. He plays it all the way back to Begovic, who can just pass it now towards Aki. Now Kante has possession, and Terry will try and work this one forward. Very comfortable at the moment for Chelsea, but no shots we've had really at either goalkeeper. That's the big worry at the moment. This ball is scooped out to the left side though by Batshuayi, and Kennedy chests it down. Now he can try and drive forward there. He's been attempted to be wrestled down by Capoue. Now Willian has possession, skips past the challenge, then goes for a cross-field ball, and he finds it as well. Great delivery there as Azpilicueta chests it down. He's got Yama up against him, little step over, but just lays it back down the line there as it's picked up by Zuma. Ball in field to find Chalobah. Now to Aki on the halfway line. Chelsea push back towards halfway, but they'll just look to patiently build this one forward. Hazard in possession. Now he looks for the feet of Batshuayi there, who surely is just wrestled down. And no, the referee's saying Batshuayi was backing into Brodel. 6 and 2 threes.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we see the ball played through. He's got a bit of an arm on him. I've seen those given week in, week out. I mean, I don't think Brodel would have been particularly surprised if that was given. As you say, can go either way, that one, but this time it goes against the forward. As you say, Chelsea looking good at times. The passing's been nice, it's been crisp, finding targets, nice little layoffs, but as you say, disappointing that Gomez hasn't been tested more in this match.
Yeah, a few minutes ago, that chance when they broke forward quickly, didn't they? Hazard, and you thought, he would just take it into the box and shoot, but he just wanted to have that perfect position, really, didn't he? As Chelsea come forward, but an offside flag, I think, has been given against Willian, or a foul possibly. But Watford will have a free kick midway through their own half. Plenty of other games coming up on this service this week as the teams just pick up their penultimate matches before Sunday's final day. Got Arsenal against Sunderland tomorrow, as Manchester City take on West Brom also. Southampton against Manchester United on the day after as well. And Leicester against Tottenham also on May 18th. So, several to catch up on as the season draws to a close, and it'll be a sort of a good 18 months, really, having the World Cup, the Euros being in last summer.
Yeah, it's going to be a
rest for us.
Yeah, it's going to be a strange summer without football, but it will be back before you know it. And Champions League, I think the finals on June the 3rd, so still got a few weeks yet of football, and then before you know it, the Premier League will be starting again. The tours will pick up, and the pre-season, it's almost 365 day season for these players.
Click Add button to install extensions.